Good day everyone, I'm Quasar and today is good day to play some video games. Today we're gonna continue our adventure with Between Horizons. So let's warp in. So, we need to still find Chichi, wherever our pet is. We have the case of painkillers. How did they found in the navigation room? And we have the setup. Who framed the Orland navigator 20 years ago? Okay, last time we were searching for Asher, I think, and we didn't found him. Don't know where he is. And we find out that we have the list of the prescription medication and the doctors that involves that should be prescribing doctor, the patient, and the medication. Elliot is taking medication for sure. Elliot. First, who is prescribing you this? Doctor, patient, medication. L3C, this is his apartment. L2C. L2C. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There are two doctors, so one or the other. So first is the doctor, next is the apartment, and the next is medication. 1 to C 28. So this is for interstellar dystrophy. Only Dr. Ya and assistant Dr. Destina can prescribe medication. When I went to search the navigation room, I found a box of painkillers under one of the tables. They seems to have been prescribed to Teacher Simon. Ava is teacher. This is artist. Caretaker. Historian. Simon, teacher. L3A. L3A. No, he wasn't prescribed painkillers. Okay, now we need to find someone who was who had been prescribed painkillers. Arjun. Did I talk to you, Arjun? Different way. Arjun, R3A. R3A. R3. No, you weren't prescribed painkillers. Unless I'm wrong. I have nothing to say about that right now. Sorry, Chief, I can't help you with your investigation here. Too bad. You gotta do everything yourself. I think we already talked about that. We did? This box of painkillers says it was prescribed to teacher Simon, however I found them in the navigation. Now, did I talk to someone that was taking painkillers? L3C. L3C. She was prescribed something. R3C. R3C. to see is L0A. Xena prescription. L2D. L2A. L0B. Okay, let's assume Elliot didn't do that. Okay, let's assume Elliot didn't do that. Let's assume Zena didn't do that. Because she got Alzheimer or something. So that would mean Asher didn't do that, because he's taking the same medication as Elliot. And that leaves us with well, teacher Simon didn't had prescription. Where I can find teacher Simon? You still here, bro? Don't know anything about painkillers? Where I can find teacher Simon? Sergeant Paul, you said I could search the medical record on my computer. Yeah, I already copied them over when you sent them earlier. Like I said, you can only enter the specific string you are looking for. The system will tell you whether or not that string exists in the records. The interface is open on your screen already, you can use it any amount of times. Good work, thanks. Sergeants. Captain Taylor said you would clue me in about our next steps. Yes, Chief. You suspected that paper was being stolen from the activities room at the museum. So we had Engineer Isaac surveil their recycler specifically. This morning he informed us that an unusually large amount of paper was recycled at the museum break room. We suspected that whoever kept stealing paper over the last few weeks got cold feet and dumped it all. Interesting. Do we have the exact time of this happening? Precisely 11:13 hour this morning. It should be noted that the break room is only accessible to the museum staff. It connects the museum hall and the activities room. They prevent the public from barging through. The room has key card scanner installed on both sides. You have clearance, so the doors will open for you without a card and there won't be new entries in the lock when you pass through. There are no signs of break-in and the museum is closed anyway as they're assessing the damage. The entrance to the activities room already broke during the power outage and we are positive that nobody used it since. So you're saying the persons who recycled the paper this morning must be Devron, Baptist or Ocean. They are all at the museum now. This game always gives like 3 possibilities and how I'm supposed to know which one is correct. Like, we told them that you will come over to ask some questions just to get an overview of the situation at the museum. Not sure if they bought it. Doesn't historian Michio technically have access to? He should, but you know him. He hasn't showed up for work in a long time. So his access was actually revoked a while ago. Good work, I will go and have a look around. Where is my computer? So now I need to rewrite all the medical records. And I figure out that probably myself. Okay, let's check. Let's check Elliot. Seriously? One L2C28. That's all. So that only will tell me if it exists or no, and what's that supposed to be? Paper trail, new quest. False prescription. 2R3C28. You don't have space dystrophy. It's O or 0. Okay, this is correct. This is correct. Hey, 55. This is correct. This is correct. Now, which doctor is which? One is the doctor, the second is assistant. Where is teacher Simon? L3 Confess, Usher. Oh, Chief, what are you doing here? Investigating case. A case leads me here. I may have a few questions for you if you don't mind. I'm very tired, Chief. I was just about to go to bed. Had a pretty exhausting shift, I imagine. Very much so, but that's not it. I'm sick, Chief. I've been having to take it slow for a while now. I'm sorry to hear that. Can I ask what the diagnosis is? There isn't really a name for it because it was never a thing back on Earth. The doc have dubbed it interstellar dystrophy. Some people are hypersensitive to the living condition out here. Seems to be genetic. You know, cosmic radiation, electromagnetic fields, recycled air, artificial gravity. It all works together to make you weak and tired, and eventually kill you one way or another. Only way to find out if it's affecting you is to try living in space. I was unlucky. Eric's kids seems to have the same problem. Such a shame to be so sick at that age. I heard about it. Never knew that two of you had the same affliction. Do you mind if I ask you something? Go ahead. You are one of the two engineers who have access to navigation room, correct? Correct. Were you there around the time of the power outage? No, I was resting right here in my bunk. Like I said, I've been taking it slow. Was anybody here with you? No, I was alone all day. Have you been to the navigation room since the incident? Yes, I headed there a while after the lights came back. I helped with getting back into the system for as long as I could, but I got too tired after a while. Stay here and don't move. Get some rest. Thank you, get some rest. I hope you feel better. Thank you, Chief. He's lying. You work in the navigation room quite frequently, right? I do. I found this box of painkillers under the table there. Have you seen it before? No, I haven't. It says it belongs to teacher Simon. Is it possible that he lost the box in there? I doubt it. Teacher can't just waltz in there. And they never have, as far as I know. Then what I suspected. Thank you. Engineer Asher, I have a somewhat personal question if you don't mind. I don't mind, but do make it quick, please. I'm really tired. Have you been taking prescription medication lately? Medicine. Of course, the doc whipped up a unique compound they used to treat interstellar dystrophy. Who prescribed it to you? Last time it was Destina. Chief, I really know what to say. Someone here is lying. Where I can find Teacher Simon? Confess. Nothing new. Museum later. Setup later. What? You don't know anything? Nothing to say? So why there is no mentioning of his record in my copy of the record? Locked. I don't know what you mean, but let me know if there is a patient you want to talk about. Yes. Apparently, we need to talk about different patients. Okay, Chichi, tell you what. You go back to the bank whenever you're ready. I promise I will let you roam free once in a while, okay? Chichi, please. I don't want to be alone. Like in Cat Lady, the game. She looked more relaxed this time. I should check my bank sometime, maybe she actually went home. Okay, we found Chichi. Should we investigate the farm or leave it for later? Commander, yeah? Chichi! I don't know how you made it back inside, but I'm so glad you're here. Why did you keep running away? Are you getting bored in here? I always thought you liked this place. I will let you out on your own once in a while, okay? Just be careful, it can be dangerous out there. Yeah, there is a lot of psychopaths on this ship. Although you seem to handle yourself well. Who's the best girl? You're that's right. Can I give her something? Or can he track? Track. She can't track. Track. I really don't know who brought those painkillers to navigation room. It's like there is no prescription in the system, but I cannot ask the question like why did there is no record in my system about your prescription. Ava, you know something. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. Either I'm missing something or Painkillers, oh, it's not mine. And I don't remember anyone else taking painkillers around here. Has Simon never been in here? The teacher? No, of course not. I see, thank you. Find box of painkillers. I did. I agree with my colleagues on everything. None of us have been taking painkillers in here, and teacher Simon has never been in this room. Medical record. Don't know how this concerns me, Chief. Need to ask someone who takes painkillers. What are their called? Where can I find them? There should be some GPS where I can find people. Now I need to just run around the ship to find them. Isaac. Engineer Isaac, I'm looking into medical records for a case and need to ask you something if you don't mind. Snooping around in people's private lives again, are we? Yes, I like that. It's sometimes part of my job, you know, and I secretly like that. Relax, Chief, I know. What's your question? Have you been prescribed any medicine lately? Yeah, I have. Maybe blue pill. Been struggling with all the dust on my job, so the doc gave me some antihistamines. Isaac, antihistamines, so number 13. Okay, no. 28, no. 28, 13, no. Zena, 42, no. So we're left with the number 55. Which duck? Destina. Thanks, that's all I want to ask. Tijan, Aaron. And where I can find him now? Shouldn't I be somewhere here? Engineer Tijian, I am right in assuming that you have been prescribed pain medication. I mean, you saw the way I looked in the hospital just a few hours ago. I did. You made a remarkable recovery. Which doctor was in charge of you there? Destiny, why? Just looking in some medical records for a case. Good luck with that. Thanks. So 55 is painkillers. And Aaron got prescribed painkillers for his head injury because he got smacked in the head, I assume. Assistant Navigator Neil, I need to ask you something personal, if you don't mind. Sure. Have you been prescribed any medicine recently? Yeah, I got my prescription of antihistamines renew. Thank you. By whom? Dr. Destina, why? Just going through some records for a case. Okay. Okay, so that's much. No, not you. Programmer Aaron. Programmer Aaron, I have a bit of an unusual question for you. Shoot, Chief. Have you been prescribed any medicine recently? That's a little private, don't you think? It would help me understand something for a case. Alright then, as you know, I was hit over the head around a month ago. I have been having occasional headaches ever since, and Destina finally prescribed me some painkillers last week. I want to ask her multiple times over the last couple of weeks. Thanks for telling me. So let's check if Simon received painkillers. Or maybe she prescribed wrong prescription for Usher. So that would be 2L3A 5. No, Simon weren't prescribed painkillers. How about Asher painkillers? 2R3C55. No. No. Still, that doesn't bring me closer. Who brought the painkillers? That they are addressed for Simon. R to A. Aaron apartment. Don't really need Louis now. Then there's something I need to ask you. Have you been prescribed any medicine lately? Medicine? Oh yes. Yeah, I was here yesterday, or was it 2 days ago? Then Louis went and fetched some pills for me some time later. Psychotropic drugs by any chance? They are? You know, it's possible. Okay, thank you. Can't enter any other apartment? Okay. No close, not any closer to knowing who brought the painkillers. The only thing that doesn't match is Asher. But also Destina is not matching, she didn't prescribe him medication. Asher. What happens will happen. Let's submit him and we will see. He going there and only he doesn't match the prescription. Or rather, Destina didn't put correct input into the records. Are you sure? No, I'm not sure, but I don't have any other leads. Now I need to go back to his apartment. I figure out his little secret. Instead of interstellar dystrophy, he's taking blue pills. Confess. Engineer Usher, I have a suspicion that you were the one who brought the painkillers to the navigation room. Confess. So, yeah, told you. It was yeah, not Destina? I thought it was Destina. Actually, I didn't talk to Ya about you. Oh, I thought. Should I talk to her? Seems like you somehow figure it out anyway. Go ask her about the painkillers. Go here, go there. I just was in the hospital. Now I need to get back. I came from the hospital. Now I need to go back to the hospital. Too bad they don't have like teleportation technology. But Destina was prescribing him. Doctor, yeah, I need to talk to you. Chief, right now is really not the best. I believe that Teacher Simon painkillers were never actually his, and the engineer Usher was the one brought them to the navigation room. Help me make sense of this. Chief, I am all ears. People aren't getting what they need, alright? The restrictions on some medications are ridiculous, and I've got tired of bringing this up with the ethic committee. I had patients in chronic pain who burned through their weekly ointment in just 2 days. So I made prescriptions out to the other people who didn't actually need any. That way they wouldn't get flagged in the system. So Teacher Simon never knew about it, as I suspected. And Engineer Usher was helping you with this scheme. Yes. He came here very often to pick up meds. So an extra box here and there doesn't arouse suspicion. Long story short, we got to talking and realized we saw certain things the same way. So he started helping me distributing extra painkillers to people who really needed them. His secret stash is in the navigation room, where he works. That makes sense. Maybe the box I found fell out when the ring stopped. Look, thank you for coming clean about this whole operation. You need to stop. You broke the rules. Let's change the system, and we're gonna run out of supplies in the middle of the road. Let's stop in the other planet. Since we're already heading there, let's change the system. Let's go to the ethic committee meeting and bring this up again. But this time I will have the gun. The rules clearly need to change, so you are no longer forced to work around them. Really? That would be amazing, Chief. Thank you. Okay, so finally we managed to solve one case positively, I think. Now that Dr. Ya came clean, it's finally time to confront Asher. What? Now I need to go back to Asher? And Asher probably was doing black market. He was selling those medication up the price. Well, the jig is up. Yeah, just sent me a message. Guess I'm in trouble now, huh? Let's see, I was hoping we could talk about something else first. I want 60%. Now that you presumably having nothing to hide from me, tell me everything you know about the time around the hack. Especially what went down in the navigation room. Alright then, Chief, here's the full truth. I went back to the navigation room for the pills. I hurried to be the first person there because I already suspected that my stash had been blown open. And I was right. Nobody seems to be in the room when I arrived. I grabbed all the medicine, or so I thought. When I bent over to pick up another package, I spotted a badge on the floor. I didn't think much of it, and I left immediately after grabbing the pills. Of course, I had no idea that there could have been foul play involved, or that it happened right in the navigation room. But in hindsight, it's pretty likely that someone lost it when they were tossed around in the power outage. In other words, you think that the person who lost the badge perpetrated the hack. What did the badge look like? Did you take it? No, but I have a record of it here on my PDA, see? I have seen it many times on my colleagues' collars. Remember the instrument malfunctioned 2 years ago when we flew blind for multiple days? A few of my colleagues got together and figured out the solution, had some sleepless nights. They awarded this specifically manufactured badge for handling the crisis. I couldn't take part in this overnight session due to my health, so I didn't get the badge myself. Who did take part in them? Orland, Joseph, Neoli, and Eric. I will guess Nelly will be the culprit for that. Have they been wearing the badge on their uniform as well? Every day. So someone lost the badge, but now they picked this up. So whoever used to wear it and doesn't have it anymore must be the person who lost it, right? Afraid it's not that easy, Chief. Next time I came back to the navigation room, everybody was already there, and the badge was no longer on the floor. So whoever lost it must quickly picked it back in the meantime. Did you ask around if anyone noticed the badge or so who picked it up? No, and frankly I think that's highly unlikely anyone did. We only had emergency lighting in the navigation room for a few hours after the outage. It was so dark we bumped into each other all the time. The only reason I saw the badge myself is because I got so close to the floor looking for the pills. That makes sense. Thank you for your report. And what's gonna be like about the about the pills. Like with the doctor, we want to change the system, so if you're gonna forget about the pills, it's gonna be forgotten. If we're gonna talk about the pills, we're gonna lock him up in the brick, or we're gonna change the system. Like, I would like some more details. What's gonna be the outcome? If we're gonna talk about the pills. Let's talk about the pills soon, but I want to change the system. Not much of a choice. Let's talk about the pills soon. You realize that I have to talk about your side hustle when all of this is over. I understand, Chief. So that was the incorrect choice. Badge, honor badge, a badge awarded to a group of engineers and navigators for handling a crisis. Navigator Asher found it in the navigation room right after the power outage, which suggests that the person who hacked the navigation lost in there. He claims to be the only person with access to the navigation room who was not awarded this badge. Those who did, Neoli, Joseph, Orland, and Eric, wear it daily according to Asher. Okay, we solved one case, but I don't like the outcome for the Asher. We would like to change the system with him together. We will see how this will work out. But we managed this case. So this is a good time to end the episode today, and we will continue in the next one. So thanks everyone for watching. See you next time.